Greetings, y'all. It is Matt from the Green Arcade. I am back and playing some more Farming Simulator 25. The time has come. It is time to sell the beans. We're gonna make some money. We gotta get rolling because we got 1.2 million liters of soybeans to sell. It's payday, guys. So, just a quick update. We're up to $849,000. That is from contracts, that's from selling silage and whatnot. There's a whole lot of work that went in there. Probably all the productions that we've got running too. So let's sell the beans. This is the highest price that I have found. It's 2,300 here. Where are we at? We're at the Iron Ridge. Well, it was 2,300. It's 2,299 and going down. So we need to get to selling. But yeah, this is probably the highest price that I have seen. But it was 2,300 just like literally a minute ago. So we probably need to get going. So let's sell the beans. Alright. So this is the Iron Ridge grain. And this is the place just up the mountain here. You can't really see out there. Yeah. Just up the mountain here. Just up the bridge. Up the hill. There's the railroad track down there. Yeah, we haven't been here a whole lot. We've been here maybe once or twice. But yeah, we're ready to sell the beans. So we're selling the beans. We've got to make a lot of money. We got a lot of beans to haul, and we got to make a lot of money because we got a lot of fields we want to buy. A lot of properties. All right, there's that load. So I've got the beans. They're kind of separated. I've got a lot of beans down at this southwest farm. I think we'll grab those first, and then we've got I think maybe another load and some up at our main farm, up at the red farm. Let's see. Let's make a road here. Just drive through the grass. There we go. All right, and we will head down this way. So yeah, got the canola forage harvested. It did have to go to the ready to harvest state to do that. So got that, put that in the silo up there. We've got. I actually had to shut that back off. I think it's full. So I've got the processing shut off, and I'll turn that back on when we start selling that again. So there's probably several loads of silage up there. I'll have to check the silage price. Silage price has been kind of low this year. Like throughout the whole year. I don't know what's affecting that. Maybe there's just not a great demand for silage right now. You guys remember the great demands back in like Farming Simulator 15? Man, they were great. They were really great. Let's make great demands great again. I think John actually made a hat that said to make great demands great again. Alright, we're gonna take the road less traveled here. This is a field, rabbit. I know. It's right beyond that brush. Yeah, we see the brush. What's beyond that? Beyond what? Beyond what? The brush, a brick wall, bearded lady, what? It's the soybeans. It's the soybeans. Cool points if you know what movie I'm quoting. And I quote it all the time, so for those of you that do watch me regularly, you probably know. Great movie. One of my favorites. FYI, I still have not seen the second one. I know that's bad. I probably need to sit down and watch that at some point. I have not seen it. Alright, so we're going to the second one right here. Soybeans, yes. Over 600,000 liters here. And then we'll probably have more because we planted beans back over that way. And we got corn everywhere else down here. Loading, loading, loading. This might be an extended episode. I don't know how long it's going to take me to haul all this. And we might have to continue it into a second episode. I don't know. But I'll do an extended double episode. I don't mind it. Healing up. with beans. Filling up with beans. Hope there's not gastronomical consequences when we fill up with beans. Dude, the earthquake situation, man. There are so many earthquakes happening right now. Not necessarily here, but out off the Alaskan coast and off of the Russian coast. And they're not little quakes either. All of these quakes are like over 5.0 in magnitude. Most of them are like 6 something or 7 something. What is going on? Why are there so many huge earthquakes going on right now? It doesn't it doesn't look good. Are we getting ready to have like a huge like volcanic eruption across the grid? Are we getting ready to have a polar shift? Are we getting ready to, I mean, what's going on? Plus there's a huge meteor shower about to happen. And it's going to be kind of weird. It's going to be a multicolored meteor shower. So there will be green ones, there will be yellow ones, there will be red ones, there will be orange ones, there will be purple ones, probably some blue. All different types of meteors. Some of them will be made out of like sodium, iron, magnesium. It depends on what it's made out of as to what color it is. And that's happening July 29th. I think it's the night of July 29th. I think that the timing on it, it's going to be very, very late at night. It's going to be like 2 a.m. to 4 a.m. will be the peak. So yeah, if you want to catch a show, there's supposed to be, I forgot how many meteors they said per hour. But really, the entire night is going to have meteors in it. The peak is going to be from 2 to 4 a.m. So that's when you'll see the most of them. It's crazy what's going on, man. I'm telling you, it's weird. We've got earthquakes, we've got meteor showers, we've got cows, we've got... No, we haven't gotten into cows yet. We're going to get into cows soon, though. Very, very, very soon. I'm gonna go around and come back through here. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, man. It's like the Earth. Well, the meteors are not really, I guess, the Earth, but just a lot of stuff going on right now. And the oldest son from the Cosby Show died. What's up with that? He was in, I think they said Costa Rica. He got caught like in a riptide or something. He ended up drowning. That's really sad. Something Jamal. I can't remember his real name. Something Jamal. Yeah, he was the oldest son. How much are we making per load, just out of curiosity here? Ooh, not bad. 551,000. Let's go. Let's do it. That's like a field per load. It really is. Just about. Not too shabby. Alright, back down the hill here. And that's the thing, you never know where the highest price is going to be. It can be up in Moccasin, it could be down here in Hobson, it could be halfway between over here at the Iron Ridge Grain. So, is that what they call that, Iron Ridge? Maybe that's what that ridge is named, Iron Ridge. Is that why it's called Iron Ridge Grain? I don't know. Maybe. That's what the sign says. I'll have to go back and double check it, but I think it said Iron Ridge Grain. So I think the priority would be Probably the barley fields. Get those first. And then probably, I say we need at least one cotton field. I'm thinking the one over there by the soybean field we've got over in Moccasin there. And then probably the bean fields would be the next priority. Try to grab those up. We so need to put a road in right here. I mean, it's fine to drive, along the edge of the field, but probably should put a road in here. A lot quicker than going the other route. Having to go by the river and under the bridge. And then we also need to put in some propane down here for this corn dryer, because we got a lot of corn down here. Soybeans! Wow, we've got maybe 2 more loads of beans down here. Let's see. See where we end up here. Should end up at 240 or more. I'm watching the number down there in the bottom right corner. We've got corn down here too. So the soybeans just changed because now we've got more corn than we do beans. %full. So maybe not quite a full load. Yeah, not quite a full load. But just about. It's pretty close. Pretty close to a full load. It's enough to come back down here one more time for. Alright, let's take this full load up there. And then I know we've got another full load and then some back up at the red farm, so. Still in the beans, 1.2 million liters of beans. And then we're gonna go shopping. And man, are we gonna have, I'm kind of curious as to how many beans we'll have next year, because we planted a ton of beans and then we're buying a ton of bean fields. So I would say, just based off what we had this year, the 1.2 million, I'm gonna say that we'll probably have over 2 million liters of beans next year. From everything we've got going, we will definitely probably have over 2 million. All right, it's a little chilly. And today, starting today, and then I think tomorrow is actually supposed to be the hottest days of the year so far. I think I've got my AC set to 70 right now. Just to keep the house cool. I usually have it set at 72. I'm like, you know what? I got to kick it down a couple of degrees because it's just been hot. It's been kind of muggy, kind of humid. Not digging it. Not digging the humidity and the heat. I'm a fall guy. I like the autumn. I'm ready for the burr months. Those are my months. They're coming soon. August is literally around the corner. Next week. Is that right? Yeah, next week, I think. August 1st is coming up next Friday. Not this Friday, but next Friday. That'll be August 1st. And then only one more month till the burr months. I'm ready for it. that load. That should be another 551. There's the sign. Iron Ridge Grain. Yeah. So this, I guess maybe this whole ridge area is called Iron Ridge. So now we have a name for it. There you go. Plus I saw this on the side, Montana Grizzlies. That's gotta be like the local football team, maybe? I don't know for sure. Is there a Grizzlies football team? Not football. I'm pretty sure, yeah, 551,000. I'm pretty sure there's a basketball team. And I want to say they're in Memphis. That sounds right. Don't quote me on that. I don't watch basketball. I don't follow it. If I watch anything, the most likely sport that I'm likely to watch is gonna be football. I don't remember any football Grizzlies. I'm sure there's probably a lot of, high school teams and stuff like that, and that's most likely what that is. But as far as like the NFL, I'm trying to picture all of them in my mind. I do not remember any Grizzlies. There's some Broncos. There's some Cardinals. There's some Rams. Don't remember any Grizzlies in the football world. But I'm pretty sure there's a basketball Grizzlies. I don't think I think baseball would be my number 2 sport that I watch. And I'm pretty sure there's not a baseball Grizzlies. MLB, not, again, not anything like local high school or college, stuff like that. And it is almost, that's another good thing with the burn month coming up. Football returns. Actually, when does football return? I probably should get on that. I need to look and see when the college and when the NFL start back up. It's the end of July now. They should be starting back up either in August or September, right? Soon. Probably need to look that up. Alright, last of the beans down here. We'll sell this load and then we'll go we got another full load up at the other farm. Down on the beans, we're up to $2.5 million. I'm there for it. I'm all about it. I'm all on board. We may not need a double episode here. We still got we're about halfway through this one. We got to do some shopping though. Gotta go do some shopping. I might need to stop and get some fuel too. I'm not like dangerously low, but I'm getting there. And that's it for the beans down here. So let's go sell these. Do a little in cab. Put on my country music. Put some drive in your country. Keep country rocking on, yeah. Trying to remember my Travis Tritt songs now. So here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. Call someone who. That's one thing is like kids today might not understand that reference. Here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. I think they would be more attuned to here's a cell phone. Call someone who cares. They probably don't understand the quarter reference. Here's a quarter. Call someone who cares. So kids back in the day, I'm really showing my age now. Back in the day, we had these things called payphones, and you could find them at every grocery store, department store, gas station. They were these public phones. Oh God, I heard the ding ding of the train thing. I got across just in time. They had these little things that were slightly bigger than a newspaper stand box. Of course, that's another thing that ages me because you don't see those hardly anymore. But yeah, they were these public payphones. You put a quarter in, and you could call someone. Who cares? So, yeah, that's how it worked. That was the life before cell phones. And yes, there was life before cell phones. I remember not having a cell phone. I actually got into the radio world, like ham radios and CB radios and stuff. That's what I used to communicate a lot of times. I do not, for the life of me, remember what my CB handle was back then. I'm sure it had something to do with pizza. Pizza dude, or something like that, or I don't know. Probably. Most likely, that's what it was. It wasn't the Green Arcade. No, I have not always been the Green Arcade. I don't know what I was. That was... Oh, gosh. How long has that been now? 20... No. 30 years ago. Almost 30 years ago. Wow, that's... Oh, man. I did not realize it was that long ago. Alright, this will not be a full load, but it will be some more change in the pocket here. I love how some of these areas are kind of blocked off. It's like, why are those areas blocked off? Are they under construction? Are they the old areas? I got a guy down there doing a plowing contract too. He's I've got him hired out. He's down actually right down yonder ways. You can kind of see the field from here. Past that tree area there. Alright, there's another, that's not bad, there's another 500, that was almost a full load. Alright, let's go up to our main farm up here and grab the beans up there. So we're up to $3 million now. We're definitely going to have enough this go around to buy the fields that we want. And we've got, again, we're going to have a ton of beans next year to sell, probably. More than we have this year. So I'm thinking, if we harvest this coming up weekend and really work the map, I've set the date for purchasing the first Plains land. I'm going to purchase that August 2nd. Hopefully. I'm hoping that we'll have enough money from the sale of those beans to do that. And then, update or no update for the map, we're going to get started on that process. We are going to buy the Plains land. We're going to start plowing fields together. We're going to start probably cutting trees. I've got a brush stripper down there that's just itching to get started. So yeah, we're gonna do it. Y'all be proud of me. I haven't taken out a single sign yet. And I've been rushing. I've been racing the truck through here. Granted, I've been racing along the edges of some fields where there's not a lot of signs, but I have been, moving back and forth. I say that now and I'll probably end up taking some out. Also need to put some gravel down right there. Did a little gravel work up here in the yard. Yeah, oh gosh, up here in the yard. Sound like I'm in Boston now. Did a little gravel work up in the yard. What else is there? The yard. I got my khakis. Gonna park the car. You gotta say it with an R. Everything. Whether it's khakis, and I'm not saying khakis like pants. It's khakis. So you're gonna take your khakis down to your car. That's how you start your car. Okay. I'm probably really butchering it. Oh boy. Great. We had a doctor that had an accent, Boston accent like that. He was the best doctor. He was definitely one of my favorites. And we don't get a lot of, doctors that are, really, nice and, really great. He was great. He was from Boston. And he asked me one time, he's like, hey, you want to get a pie? I'm like, what? And he's just like, it's just like a random night in the ER. He's like, do you want to get a pie? I'm like, it's like, sure, I'm down, but why? Is there an occasion or you just want a pie? And I said, oh, well, what kind? He said, man, any kind you want. He's like, we could get pepperoni, we could get sausage, we could get cheese. We could get, and I'm thinking, wait a minute, hold up, hit the brakes. Something ain't right. In my mind, I'm thinking pumpkin, apple, cherry, I said, oh. I was like, you mean a pizza? He said, yeah, man, a pie. I said, oh, like a pizza pie. Apparently that's what they call pizzas there. So yeah, he had me confused there. I was like, oh, I thought you meant like an actual pie. And I'm like, oh, I'm down. I'll go get one right now. There, the store's open. They make some pies that are ready to eat straight out of the freezer. So he's like, nah, man, a pizza. Yeah, a pizza pie. I was like, okay, well, I'm down for that too. I'm always down for pizza. Y'all know me. I never turn down a pizza unless it's an Indian pizza. I don't eat Indian food. I'm not. No. I've considered listing that as an official allergy. I don't do Indian food. There's a story there. I'm not gonna tell it today. If you've been here, you know. If you know, you know. Yeah, I don't do Indian food, especially anything curry based. It might be tasty, and it had a little kick to it, but man, it kicked me later too. I'll tell you what. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I don't do Indian food. No. Just no. Alright, how many beans we got left? 87,000, so not a full load. This will be our last full load of beans. We'll go grab that last little bit. So we're gonna be just shy of 4 million, I think. Don't think we'll hit 1 million. Now we do have some silage left to sell. We'll probably do that. We've got that contract going. We'll make some money. So that's 551,000 per load. That's not too shabby. That's not bad. Got that little contract down there. That's going to be another, I think, 34 grand, 37 grand. But buckle up, because we're getting ready to go on a shopping trip for fields. Field, what do they call that? Field, not road trip. What do they call it in school? Field trip. Well, field trip. It is called a field trip. That's what I was thinking. We're getting ready to go on a field trip to the fields. And we're going to buy some fields. I was trying to think of the name of it. It's there literally in what we're going to be doing. We're going to take a field trip to the fields to buy some fields. Field trip. I guess technically it would be a road trip a little bit. But yeah, more of a field trip. Gotta buy some fields. Gotta buy the land. If you're gonna be a farmer, you gotta have land. Now, whether you lease that land, it's probably better if you own it, because then you can do whatever you want on it. Clear trees, change the topography of said fields, all of that stuff. So it's usually the 3rd of June. We're on 3-day seasons. Or, well, not 3-day seasons, Lord. 3-day months. So for us, it's usually the third month, or man, third day of said month. So June 3rd is when we will, in the future, probably sell beans. Seems like the price is higher. Kind of a gamble, and sometimes it might not be higher, but I'd say June 3rd is probably the safest. When you look at the graph down there, of course that says June 2nd. I don't believe that, because we're selling it higher now than it was actually June 2nd. The prices were not 22, they were like 2100. Actually, the prices are going down. Oh, there's a save. What is the price now at Iron Ridge? Has it gone down significantly? Iron Ridge, we're at 22.95, so it is going down. Alright, I think that's it. That's the last bit of beans here. And yeah, I've already filled up the soy milk production, so we're good there. It never runs out. It's very slow processing for soy milk. I do probably at some point soon need to go put some water in there. Go look at it here. Yeah, probably at some point we'll need some water. And then we've got a full silo of silage, and the one down south has got a little bit in it. But I think before we sell the silage, might do that in the next one. We'll make a little bit of money there. But we've got money. We've got money now. My money, and I need it now. Oh, J.G. Wentworth, 877 cash now. Oh, no. Do y'all have those commercials everywhere? J.G. Wentworth, it's your money. Use it when you need it. Alright. Starting to lose my voice here too. I may have to take a sip of some Dr. Pepper. I do have some Dr. Pepper over here. Oh, I found some orange soda. You know, the orange soda has been MIA for a long time. My local grocery store had some orange soda. Has to be specific though. It has to be orange soda 0. Alright, let's sell the last bit of beans here. On this auspicious occasion, I will step out of the truck. America. So yeah, we'll be just shy of 3, or just shy of 4. Yep, okay. So we made, it's not bad, 201,000 net load. Alright, let's go buy some fields. Alright, so let's actually go to the fertilizing map. So I've fertilized pretty much every field. Except for our alfalfa and clover fields that we've got left up there. Everything, I think every field I've fertilized. It looks like it, yeah. Whatever contract we had, except for the one we just harvested. There's not going to be any more FERC contracts. There's not really a whole ton of contracts out there right now. There's some harvesting ones, but they're not the ones we want. So let's go look now at the crop types. We've got plenty of bean fields to buy. We've got a couple of barley fields to buy. So let's start buying. So I think the barley fields take priority. This one especially. This one is 542. We'll go visit each field as we buy it. These are fully fertilized. This one sits in between 2 soybean fields. And this one is actually part of the Northwest, the first Plains land that we're going to buy. The Plains plot. So let's buy that one. Nice big barley field here. So that's 542. And keep in mind, we do still have the loan. So we're going to work that loan. These are taters. we'll skip those. There's a barley field right here, fully fertilized, ready to go. You know what? I didn't check for weeds. I don't think there's any weeds. Let me check. I don't think there's any weeds right now. There are some fields that have weeds. Are any of them? There's a sunflower field there that has weeds. I think the rest of these are... Looks like it's mainly sunflower fields that have weeds. Isn't that interesting? There's a cotton field down there that has weeds. We're not interested in really anything down there. No, none of the ones that we're after have any weeds. So, good to go. Alright, back to the barley. So we're going to buy that field right there. And we are down to 2.7 million. Alright, so I think that's all of the barley fields. Don't see any more barley fields. And we planted our own barley down here too. So we've got some there. But we should be set on barley. Alright, now, next. Cotton. We've got a cotton field right there. I think we should buy that one. Anything kind of in this northwest plains area, that's what we should look at. Now, there's a larger field right there. That's a big, big expensive field. So I don't know that we'll buy that one. First, we're going to buy this one. And then we'll get the bean fields. I think the bean fields probably should take priority. Let's buy that one. That's, how much is that? 556? Alright, so we should be good on cotton. Oh yeah. I had the cotton bale pickup thing that I was wanting. That was like $100 and some odd $1,000. It went on sale. I bought it for 44 grand. So got a little discount there. It's always nice. Alright, so now we've got the barley fields, we've got the cotton field. Let's get these bean fields. So there's a nice one. Why that one? That's probably, I'd say that might be the most expensive one. There's another one further east down here that might be more. So that's 700 and what does that say? 786 maybe? 80 something? We'll buy that one. We own it. This one right here. So 600, a little less. That's good. Spending money. So this is the other one I was kind of worried about. It's like, well, maybe we won't have enough. Yeah, actually no. The other one was more expensive. This one's not as expensive. So this one's 731. We actually don't have enough cash. Let's go into the loan. What are the fields that we got that we want to buy? As far as beans go. There's that one over there. I'd say this one probably takes priority. And then there's another one down here that's like 100 and something. It's not too bad. So let's get into the loan. Take a little bit of that. Take it to the limit. One more time. I'm just going to take it up to, let's do, I know there's more fields-ish to buy. We'll just start with 300,000. We'll pay that right back though. We're going to sell silage and we'll pay that right back. All right. Back to the fields. Here I said we were going to visit each field, and I've only visited one. We're still in the first barley field. Alright, we're going to buy that bean field. We own it. Let's see. The next one I think that takes priority is probably that one. That one is not too bad, 500 and something, so we got to take a little more loan. We'll pay it right back, hopefully. I'm just going to go ahead and go up to 500,000 now. Well, I'll kind of have to. Yeah, we'll just go up. Why don't we just go up to 750 on the loan itself? Because I know we've got more fields. We're probably going to have to go more than this. The numbers in my head are like, you're gonna need more. All right, so let's go back. We bought all these up here. That one right there. We'll get that one. And most likely we'll probably plant that back in barley the next year, the next time. Let's get that one. Again, everything should be fully fertilized, no weeds. That one's good to go. How much is that one? That one is not too bad. It's $478, but shocker alert, we've got to take out more loan. And then we'll need another at least 200 for the other one. So, oh, still wish I could pick out my amounts, like somehow. I would think one of the little rolling things would be. Oh, that's a save. I was like, wait a minute, did I break the game? At least it's saving, so it'll keep our progress. I'm just going to go to 1.2. Maybe a little over that. Alright. Back to the fields. So we want that one right there. Okay. And then we want this little one down here. That one is like the best one because it's only 189,000. Uh-oh. Well, no, we don't have enough money for that, really? Gotta take out more loan. So we'll go to 200,000 now. Okay. Alright, back to fields. Bag down here. Buy that. Alright, so that should be all of the bean fields that are out there this time around. Now, we do still want the cornfield. I think that cornfield right next to that one probably takes priority. And then we'll look at these fields up here. We're going to sell more silage. We're going to make more money. We're going to have a little bit more money before harvest. So we still got silage to sell all summer. We're going to be refilling those harvest store silos. Let's go look. How much is that field? That's the cornfield. 7 777s. Can we take that much in loan out? Yes, we can. Sound like Bob the Builder. Can we build it? Yes, we can. You just gotta be in debt up to our eyeballs. Oh, boy. Come on, 777s. I'm gonna have carpal tunnel in my thumb. And when they ask me, how'd you get carpal tunnel? I could tell them, it's from, typing on a keyboard at work or something like that, but we'll all know the truth, right? It's from taking the loan out and paying the loan back in Farming Simulator. Alright, so there's 777. Back to the map. We want that cornfield right there. Say that in my best southern accent. Alright, what else do we want? What else can we afford? We still have loan that we can take out, but let's see. Let's go look at the growth. These two fields are going to be ready, but I don't know that we can afford all of that. It would give us more chaff. I'm looking at these cotton fields over here too. I know that one is going to be a big one. That's 1.3. This one is not bad. That one's only 533. How much are these fields over here? 518. That's not bad. 561. So they're kind of in the 500s. How much is this sorghum field? 578. So they're all these. I'd say these last 4 fields. These two, that sorghum field, and maybe this cotton field. How much is that wheat field? What I was kind of eyeballing up there. 1.1 million. We might pass on that one this year. That might have to be a next year thing on that one. Which one should we get first? Well, I would say the sorghum field. And the reason I say the sorghum field is because there's two fields down here. Both of these fields together would be over 1 million. This one would be 500,000, and that would complete this area right here that we can eventually merge together. These two fields would complete down here, except for that field. So, and I don't know, they put, what is that, sugar beets. They put sugar beets in that field, so I would say the sorghum field would be next. So you know what that means. We got to take more loan. We need at least 600,000. And I'm going to keep working contracts. I'm going to keep selling silage. We'll start paying this loan back down again. And I met the President of the United States again. So there's that. This might be the last one we get right now. This probably will have to be the last one that we buy right now. So let's buy that sorghum. Actually, let's visit it. Are we already there? We're already there. So most likely what I'm going to do, I'm going to come in and chaff this when it's ready. It's not, I'm assuming it would probably have to be, I'll bring the forage harvester down here, but I'm assuming it would probably have to be ready to harvest before we can do it. Kind of like the canola was. I'm thinking corn might be the only one you can do like a month ahead. I don't know. I'll bring it down here and test it out. We'll find out. So let's go ahead and buy that one. There's no other. We've bought all the bean fields, right? There's no other fields that we're really that interested in. I'm just looking just to double check. I do not see any. I think we've bought all the ones that we really wanted. So, let's buy it. I'm kind of curious how much money we spent today. How much money we made versus how much we spent. Because we spent a lot. Go back to this statistics kind of page here. So, let's see. Land purchases. $6.4 million today. We dove into the loan. We made almost $4 million in soybean sales, the surplus sales. Actually, we can see that too. Where is harvest income? Harvest income right there. Why does that only say 3 million? Oh, you know what? We made the money, some of the money, so we didn't really make almost 4 million. We made over 3 million today. But we already had some from the silage sales that we had and the contracts and all the other work, all the other stuff that we did. We sold, mainly it was silage, but a lot of it was contract work. There's contract income down there, 42,000, 581,000 on contract work back in April. April seems to be the biggest month for contract work. 581 there, and then you can see where I sold the silage, 428. Sold some back in April, sold some back in March, sold quite a bit back in February. So yeah, the 3 million, that's what we made on our 1.2 million liters of soybeans. So 3 million, and then we spent 6 million, 6.4 million on new land. Wow. Wow, that's a lot of money. I wish I had that in real life. But hey, look. we've got a lot of fields now. Got a lot of bean fields. We're going to have a really big harvest coming up on this weekend coming up. So I'm going to keep working, keep selling the silage, keep doing the contracts. Matter of fact, we've got let's go collect that one right now. He's finished down there. Is he finished? Yep, completed. Yep. So that's 37 grand there. Hey, that helps. We'll start paying back our loan. And then I'm going to go sell some of this silage. We've got a full harvester silo up there, and I need to get this turn this back on and get it processing again. And a little bit down there at that one. I only got clover left down there in that one. But July is coming up. So we're going to be cutting the grass, the clover, the alfalfa, and filling these back up. All right, guys. I think that's going to be it. We did it. We sold the beans. We bought some fields. We're farming. Until the next time, remember you reap what you sow. It's Matt from the Grain Arcade. We'll see y'all in the next one. Have a good one.